I'm Chiz, a 21-year-old Catholic content creator. Currently, we're in Philadelphia, but soon we'll be in New York to visit the seminarians. But before we do so, we have to visit one of the Vincentians' most treasured possessions.
Face to Face is a community center that really serves probably some of the poorest citizens of Philadelphia, our poor brothers and sisters that are marginalized, ignored by a lot of society. For people, just services that they deserve. And it is all for the reign of God, and it's the mission that the brothers have been a part of for 350 years.
Thank God for the Vincentians. They have done so much for my life and for people in this neighborhood community. So,
although these Vincentian relics are so cool and Philly is such an amazing place, it's time to go to Queens, New York and start this retreat, shall we? Let's go.
This house is called the Miraculous Medal House for the Vincentians. So this is why you might see all these miraculous medals. But look at the place, man. It's great. Ooh, skip something. Stained glass from the chapel. St. Vincent himself.
I'm not gonna lie, just like the churches I visit, this house was a beauty. It is pretty much a reflection of St. Vincent. And after a long road trip, man, I was so excited to just be in my room and just chill, bro. It was crazy long, but I'm so glad to be here. Let's go.
And again, the purpose of this retreat is really to just discern vocations. So yeah, it's gonna be a very, very quiet but reflective, contemplative time for me this weekend. So pray for me.
And speaking of a quiet and reflective space, the first thing on my mind was visiting the chapel. Look at this beauty. Look at it. So I had to go and pray a rosary for my enemies, the haters, you know what I mean? So, hey, you gotta do what you gotta do sometimes. Yes, sir.
So for anyone who doesn't know, the Vincentians actually help with stuff like produce the Miraculous Medal. If you saw earlier in the video, like I showed you the association that actually, the central association that produces the Miraculous medals, and you know, all of these different things and ornaments, but they also do so much good for the poor. So thank God for the Vincentians. Thank God for the Vincentians. First Day Complete talked about vocations for our first talk. The one thing that came out of it for me, it was just like, yo, when you run on your own, it's a race. When you run with God, it's grace. You know what I'm saying? You feel me? Yeah, the seminaries, they're so cool, but they're so cool. So God bless seminarians. They do so much for the poor. So, and people don't know, like, some of these seminarians, they could be in their 30s. They 40s, you know what I'm saying? Like, so it just shows you how discernment can take like some time. You don't know when God can be calling you. You know, that's why it's good to just discern as soon as possible. Have people pray for you, you know, have a devotion to Mary, St. Joseph, etc., etc.
I'm gonna be honest, if the Vincentians and the seminarians eat like this, man, I might have to become a seminarian, man. They eat really, really good. But forget about food. Have y'all met the priest?
And this is our father. He's the Vincentian priest and the vocation director here, so.
After breakfast, we had our second talk, which was about Vincentian spirituality. And not gonna lie, it got me very interested in the Vincentians. And as you can see, these are some of the seminarians that are a part of this retreat.
But yeah, man, that talk made me really consider Vincentian spirituality. So it's very interesting, like, because they've done so much in my life. I went to Vincentian Middle School for 9 years. I went to Vincentian Parish for like 12, 13 years. So just that charism to serve the poor really hit my soul. Yes, sir.
But after all that, since we was in New York, let's take a visit to St. John's University. And we went with my mans, Tomas, a Vincentian seminarian. But look at this beautiful campus, man. St. John's University. Can I still transfer? I don't know, man. But also, forget about that. Look at the church. St. Thomas More Church, man. It's a beauty.
Wow. Wow.
Oh, wait. Did you guys just see what I just saw? This church has holy water in the water fountain. Come on, man. Anyway, we went back to the crib. It was a great time. You know what I'm saying? Then we have Liturgy of the Hours. Seminarians and priests are actually called to do this every day. So it's great to experience what they experience over here. And yeah.
Are you calling me sleeping or something?
No. I would never.
Deep meditation.
I know, he's in deep meditation right now. Y'all see him? See him? You see it?
That's crazy.
And you know I gotta stay strapped, you know what I mean? With a prayer book. Come on, stop playing. And don't let the seminarians fool you. Just because they're holy doesn't mean they're not fun people. We had a lot of fun over this weekend.
I just heard the cemetery.
I'm watching the history of the Catholic Church in Philadelphia. One of the seminarians said I should. It's not bad at all, actually. I had no idea Philadelphia was like this. Shoot. So yeah, we will be going to sleep. Day 2 is complete. See you guys tomorrow.
You guys worship Mary. You guys worship Mary. You guys worship Mary. Catholics worship Mary.
Bro, that's the comment that I've been getting like all the time, bro, in my videos. It's the funniest thing, bro. Like, it's not worship. It's veneration, it's honor. We honor Mary. You know, worship is due to God alone. That submission, that sacrifice to God is to God alone. Sigh. Unfortunately, it is the last day of the retreat. It was bittersweet for sure. But after Mass, I decided to go to the chapel and get some more prayer in, specifically a rosary. Thank you, God. And yeah, just start preparing to head home. You know what I mean? So yeah, as you can see, the rosary was Vincentian rosary. And yeah, what a great chapel again it was. Very, very glad that the Vincentians invited me here to this retreat. And for the last talk, we pretty much got to hear the discernment stories of some of the seminarians. So let's hear them.
For me, the feeling of community, maybe of the vows or something that really I connect with.
I really like the spirituality in the sense of what can I do, and I really like the approach of how to really try to help people live the faith and change their life, and see that.
After that last talk, one of my favorite Christian brothers came to see me, Brother Ed. So he came through and got a little meal, you know what I'm saying, feel his little tummy. And we decided to head back home right after with the Vincentian seminarians. But overall, this retreat experience was an 11 out of 10. Would recommend. Yes, sir. Hey. What's up, y'all? We are back at the crib. The retreat, the experience was a 10 out of 10 overall. You guys are discerning your vocation. Definitely check out the Vincentians if you're looking for an order for a priesthood or whatever, the brotherhood. They're a great order. They're really acclimated with servicing the poor, you know, caring for the poor and seeing Jesus, and the people who not only are poor, but just in everybody that we surround ourselves with. But also, if you are discerning any vocation at the moment, definitely take the time to retreat away from the world. And just have that silent time, the prayer time, to be with people who are like-minded, who love Christ. But yeah, that concludes my video. Hope you guys enjoyed, and see you guys next time. Let's go.